highlights challenges women face by educating and enlightening the public with the aim of changing stereotypes that affects the progress and development of Nigerian It brings to fore the issues of rape, sexual and gender-based violence, harmful cultural and religious practices, amongst others. Every Wednesday by 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. at Silverbirds Radio 94.7 FM, Abuja.
Sit, please.
Who I used to. Ali Balogun. I don't know my surname. I know now.
I know your surname.
You're not used to my surname.
I know it's Ali Balogun.
There was a day where
I would have even liked Ali Balogun.
Yeah, Ali Balogun. Yeah, okay.
But I will still put it.
Who called your call now?
Now for Mr. Victor.
Situation reports don't finish now.
Okay.
So you,
yes.
That's finished. To them.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
A very good morning. It's Women Voices on Rhythm 94.7 FM Abuja. We will be talking about self-help today. When we mean self-help, we're talking about resorting. We're going to be minding our languages. But before we go further, I would like to reference what happened yesterday and our thoughts and prayers with them in Ibadan. We're talking about the explosions that rocked Ibadan, the city of Ibadan, yesterday. We hope that there will be no more casualties, just so far that they have recorded, as in addition with the ones that they have recorded. And then we also pray that for those who lost their lives, may their souls rest in peace, and then may God give their family the respite and the fortitude to bear the loss. All right, okay, so moving on, we'll be talking about self-help. When we're saying self-help, we're talking about it in that regard. We're going to be minding our language apart from NBC codes. We'll be minding our languages because we would assume that it is not all kids that will be in school, and some people are below the age of 18. So we'll be minding our words. When we talk about self-help, we're talking about when people resort to using adult toys, and we're narrowing it down to women, of course. When they resort to using adult toys, you know what we're talking about, self-help. All right, we thought we were going to get a therapist and an adult educationist that would be able to tell us, things about this thing. But since we didn't get that, definitely we'll just talk about it and, from our experiences and know the kind of things to, just share. Maybe subsequently we'll be doing that. So I have the delectable Zahra Abdulkabir.
That's wonderful.
Yes. And of course I have Olubunmi Ali Balogun.
The bad boy. That's what they brought. I like women.
Okay, so we'll be talking about self-help. Over time, I don't know about the olden days, but there was something I came across online. I came across a wood. It was I've forgotten the name of that page. It used to show archives and artifacts and all of that. And I was surprised that in those days, we're talking about 17 something, that women resorted to self-help using wood and all of that. So I was like, oh, okay, so this thing is not new, because when I check some sites, you'll be seeing sold out. A lot of people would deny, because it is something done in the Eden. They would deny that it doesn't happen. But we have to face realities. I think you shared a video, you sent a video, you understand, showing a woman actually attesting to the fact that she prefers self-help to, bodily contact. And we have a whole lot of women who are not speaking. If care is not taken, I really don't want to deal with percentages, but that is actually what is happening right now, because you go to a lot of sites and you notice that they are sold out. All these adult toys are sold out. So should I start from him or should I start from you? Okay, just start from him.
He just proclaimed himself the bad boy.
Okay.
So start with him.
All right. So why do you think women resort to self-help? Why do you think so that should think? And please also note that some of them are in relationship and they resort to self-help. Why do you think so?
Okay. Good morning, Abuja. Good morning, Nigeria. And I know a lot of people are listening via Radio Box also, so online. Okay. Well, for me, women resort to self-help quote and unquote, in the sense that the satisfaction it brings compared to having a man engage in intercourse. It's
intimacy.
Intimacy. Okay,
Yes.
sorry. Is more satisfying in the sense that you are in charge of what you are doing to yourself and to your body. Most times, guys, men tend to want to form, like I always say, bado, or I'm in charge. This, but it's not for a woman. It's not like that. The woman just wants to be pleasurized and satisfied. That's just the truth. I don't know if I can use the word, but I'm careful. Getting intimate is actually a form of taking care of your well-being.
Okay.
That's just the truth. It helps to improve your sleep, take care of your body in such a way that no other person can. And one of the things that one of the items that on high demand now, just like you mentioned, is sex toys. Or
Right.
sex
Can we
toys.
use adult
Oh,
toys?
sorry, or adult toys.
Yes.
Sorry. NBC. Sorry. So anyway, that's just the truth of the matter. So it's difficult to hide under the guise of adult toys, because what we're actually talking about is sex, educating. So they have to pardon us.
All right. Okay. So, Zara, over to you. Why do you think women resort to self-help, or why do you think anyone would want to resort to self-help? Yes. No.
I can't answer that. Nonetheless, I have a question. And I'm going to pose the question to you.
Okay.
This time around, this
go
is
on.
you asking me.
Okay.
Okay. In your opinion, do you think it's a form of cheating? Do you think it's healthy for a relationship when the woman in the relationship actually resorts to adult toys to derive satisfaction? Do you think it affects the well-being of that relationship, or it's cool, it's something you can rely on?
Okay. Now you're asking. Your question is two-pronged, right? Do I think it is cheating? That is
Like,
one.
Yes.
Do I think it's just cheating?
Yes.
Well, I think, I'm going to put it's a two-pronged question. Do you know why? Most women, especially in Nigeria, if it is not now that women are being expressive, they are being labeled when they are being expressive. You see a woman who is really active in that regard. When I mean in that regard, we should understand. But she's shy to say because she'll be labeled. So most women don't like to show that they really want some certain things. You notice that instead of a woman to tell you she wants it, she'll say, "They the press phone, I don't go my house." So do you understand? She actually may not really want to let you know, because you either say, no, she's loose, or she's this and all of that. So most times when they feel the urge, instead of them to ask and they notice that they are not getting it from you, they resort to self-help. And some of them do it so that they will not cheat on the man. I hope you understand. Some of them do it so that they would not sleep around. So I may not really say it is cheating per se. Then another reason why I think most women do that is that a lot of relationships, most people don't communicate.
Yes.
You would notice that I do not know how I'm going to put this in such a way that I will not implicate myself or implicate somebody. But people feel very comfortable speaking out of their relationship than in their relationships. You see things that men can't tell their wives, they are telling a side chick. Things that women can't tell their husband, they are telling a side. What do they call them? Is this side
Man
called?
friend or something.
Okay. Do you understand? So a lot of relationships lack communication. So both of them will come together, pretend like they don't like some certain things.
For fear of judgment.
For fear of judgment and labeling. But they will now go out and then do every sort of things. Experiment with that person. Yeah. So I really do not know. Have I answered your question?
Okay, well, if I may say, in the area of having a partner and also there are some, just like you rightly mentioned, there are some relationships that they tend to get involved using, let me try and take they call it pleasure toys. So they try to use it to improve their relationships. You understand? Some just like some don't like to talk. It's just that the percentage usually is higher, and most times people think men don't talk. Men like to talk. Men gossip. Women talk. That's just the truth. But most people don't know. People just feel because men.
Sorry, what do you mean when you say men gossip?
Men
women
gossip. Men because it has to be highlighted.
Women talk. I'd like to know. I'd like to understand
men
that.
talk in the sense that they like to drive their point home. A woman does not want to talk just for talking sake. She wants to talk to make you to get what she's trying to show. She will drive it home. That's why a lot of people tend to say women nag. No, it's not nagging. She wants you to get the point. You have to. That is why when you get to a brick wall, it now seems like, oh, she just like to the talk. You are now dropping her calls. That is the word she's trying to make you understand. So she will look for somebody else. You understand? So, but relationships that have been able to surpass that, what do you call it now? Obstacle. They tend to communicate more and say, okay, see what I want to use. Can we get this item? Can we get this? So it helps to improve your relationship. At the same time, your intimacy becomes stronger because nobody is looking for help or self-help outside of that relationship. You understand? So,
yes.
And then another thing the toys or the items tend to
yeah, items. I like that word. Let's use adult items.
Not performance toys. Okay.
No.
So the other thing that it helps to do is it helps to improve sleep.
Yes. Yeah. Statistics show. I'll show you some other things.
There's a singer that said that healing. I want this something healing. You understand? It's actually some people when they are so stressed and they are suffering depression or anxiety, maybe they are able to get intimate with you. Just see them. They are at peace. They can be like that for 3 months. You understand? So that's that.
All right. Okay. Please let us note that we are not promoting or discouraging this. We are just talking about it. We are not in any way, endorsing, or we're just talking about it. There's a video. I think the video started trending about a week ago or about 3 days ago, where a woman was hawking adult item. That's what you call it, right? Adult item on the streets. It has gotten to that point. So for me, I'm always of the mindset and always of the notion of moderation, decency, decorum, and all of that. Do you think that kind of a thing should be moderated or should be taken out of space? Because if you see that video, she was holding it on the streets. On the street. She was saying a lot of things with it too. On the street, open. She was openly hawking it. Do you think there should be some sort of moderation?
I think that's just extra. I saw the video. I think what she did is just extra, and it actually makes it look very, very disgusting as far as I'm concerned. So as much as there are a lot of persons patronizing her or patronizing the item, I don't think it's also something you should just hold on the street and be moving around with. Come on, you can meet anyone on the street. There are kids on the street, and even if you are sure that you not meet any kid, it still looks disgusting. And particularly the ones she was holding were even actually very, very, very ugly.
Very what?
Ugly.
The items.
I'll show you the video. I'll send you the link. So I don't think it's something that you should carry on the streets like you carry pure water or
Truly, believe me, the way she was hawking those items, it was disgusting.
Okay, presentation is everything.
No matter how much you present or package it,
I just asked Oga that Oga should give me tie. Oga said no, he has not seen me wear tie. So the way I package myself is in the sense that
you're not a tie person.
I'm not a tie person, but I wear tie. But if you not see me wear tie, in a way you will appreciate the fact that he can even package himself like this. So if he's able to...
No, that's totally different. We're talking about X-rated images. Do you understand? Images that...
Are they X-rated?
They are X-rated. Yes.
Come on.
They are.
Do you think as she's selling it?
Yes.
As she's selling it?
Yeah, in the market.
Yeah, they're in
And
the
so
market,
what?
but you shouldn't expose it.
She's not
Apart
doing
from-
anything criminal.
No.
Is
Apart
she?
from apart from children saying it, there are some people who don't want to see that image.
Yes.
I don't even want to talk about religion now. There are some people who will be disgusted. Okay, for example, let me give you an example now. There is this habit I hate. I am probably driving or passing and I just see somebody, especially men do this thing. They just keep beside the road and just think that you can just
ease
bring out
themselves.
anything and just ease yourself and don't care about the people looking at you or people who are. It's offensive.
That's offensive.
Very,
I
very
have seen
offensive.
one.
Do you understand? You don't need to show me
in
whatever.
fact, he was very stupid. I'll say this clearly right now. I was walking down the street and he was easing himself, right? So he saw me coming. I didn't even know early enough that he was trying to pee. And then when I saw him, I looked away. Do you know this guy turned around like to get my attention? And I intentionally and made it very obvious to him that I am actually looking away. And when he was done, he picked he kicked his car like he was parked and came down to ease himself. He started following me. For what exactly, I don't know. Okay, so I've seen this now and my body's gingered. Come and follow me to my house. Or what exactly?
Women are not like that. Women are usually not moved by what they see.
Yeah, but for me, I will be offended if I see something that looks like my parts being displayed outside there for decorum and for yes.
As
So
a lady.
as a lady,
Okay, what about as a man?
it's still the same thing. You
Not.
shouldn't.
If
Are
a
you
man,
kidding me?
as a man, now, if I unbutton my shirt as a man, if I unbutton my shirt as a man, you're putting on like people now go pay. If I unbutton my shirt as a man, you see my chest area. It's not really that bad. Like what she just stated now, for a man trying to expose himself to her, it's not something that bad. Kind of for a man to do it, man, but for a lady to do that. You know, that is why I'm a feminist. That's why I will always be on the side of the ladies, in the sense that they are easily stigmatized. You understand? Ladies are easily, because everybody wants to hold the ladies in high standards, Adi, that it's not expected. Sorry, it's not expected for a lady to do this. It's not expected for a lady. What makes you think that? I'm just trying to go.
Yes, can we just narrow it down to exposing?
That's what I'm saying. The items. The items.
In there's a full glare of the market.
The public space.
Yes.
The public space.
On the streets.
Sincerely speaking, I don't think that is normal. If we want to be sincere, fine, you are doing a business, but somebody mentioned a level of decorum. You should at least don't let us
Abuse
it or trivialize what we're not supposed to trivialize, like in the sense that, okay, we're having this discussion and we're making it known to everybody, to NBC and every other person listening, that what we're talking about is not for a particular reason. You stated it earlier. So, but doing that in the public space, sincerely, it's wrong. Okay,
so statistics have shown that some people do it, apart from being in a relationship now, that some women do it because they want to fall asleep, they want to have good sleep, just like you said. Some do it to ease cramps. Yes. Then some do it to douse tension for those who have high libido, to douse tension and kill urge. And then some do it so that they can stay away from sleeping around. Do you think that is enough justifiable?
It is recommended also. Medical.
And let's not forget to add that there are some men, for some medical reasons, there are some extent they can't go to.
Yeah.
And as we say, if the woman does not want to cheat on her man, she may actually resort to self-help just to augment what the man can provide. You get my point? I don't have to say everything. If a word is enough for the wife.
So you mentioned it earlier. I think I experienced someone. Can I use the word virgin? She has never gotten intimate with any man, so she was having this cramp, pains in her stomach area, tummy. So she went for the checkup, Abby, and they advised that the only solution to this is that you must get intimate with someone, or what do you call it now? We operate you.
Oh, okay.
That we can't give you any form of medicine or medical solution or supplement. So what do you want her to do now? That kind of person.
She should get married.
No, that's no.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
You can't,
for me. That's not a solution.
Yeah, that's not a solution. But the solution.
I'm sure she kept herself in that way for that long for a reason.
No, what do you say now? The lady did what?
She
had never been intimate with anyone.
Yes.
Still a virgin.
So
even the medical guys, because of the way she looked,
yes,
the way her body, everything, even they were really, she was like,
she kept herself for
a long time.
So
at 25, as in,
yes.
Yeah, you understand. So they were shocked that a 25-year-old at this time and age and all that. So
you know why I want to disabuse this? A lot of people used to say the solution to self-help is to get a relationship or to get an active partner or to get married. I may not really want to buy that. The reason I may not want to buy that is because I can't just push myself onto anybody because I am running from a certain thing. That's what I am thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes. True. I don't know. But if you probably had it in line, do you understand? Or you have somebody who you can do that. But that it is an alternative. I have my fears. Can I take this from Patrick? Patrick says, good morning. This topic don't need to be coded. We should say it as it is.
Patrick, thank you.
Go and tell that to him.
Don't leave him now.
We'll refer them to you.
Now, don't worry. I'll give them your number. I will not be shocked if kids from age 13 to 16 are using it. So no need to color the talk. I think as adults, it's your right to use your body as you want. Ha. Well, okay. However, I think this adult stuff should be exclusively sold in stores that government can regulate. Beautiful. Anybody who wants to use these items should be 18 years and above. The well-being of kids should be considered. So please, adults who use these toys should help us keep it secret from kids and some of us who are over religious. Patrick from Nukay. Do you have anything to say?
So Patrick has agreed that we can call it an item.
No, he didn't put it as item.
I'm just trying to pull your leg because I know that Patrick will not put item there. So we are itemizing the item now. So, well, Patrick has a point in the sense that, like, I said it earlier that it's more like education in that line, and curiosity, they say, does what? Kills the cat. So, and that is why, because of the mindset of children, it's something that's, it's a gold mine. It's the minds of children.
Yes, it's like a tabla rasa.
Yes.
It's
so
blank.
It's blank.
Anything you put in it.
So they will run with it. You understand? So that is why we like the lady you guys mentioned earlier that is selling. You have children at the back of the car.
They may want to experiment. They may be curious.
They will be curious.
Fine, I agree with Patrick that they will have 13 years or 16 years old. They are doing it on their course. They learned it from somewhere else. It shouldn't now be that they learned it from us. We can now say because we have children who probably smoke or who do this, who do that, then fine, we should make it open.
They have access.
You understand? If you're making it open, then that means that you are adding to the bulk of the people who encourage all those things. So Patrick, let me just put that in your mind.
But you're acknowledging the fact that it's
and
actually okay for them to
age also. That age also is not the age. The mentioned age 13 to 16 is not. It's allowed from 18 upward, not from 13. That is why I find it absurd at times when parents try to shield their children from relating with other children of the same age. I'm like, by the time you are doing this to these children at this age, that okay, you can't relate with, as a girl, you can't relate with an 8-year-old boy, and then as a 13-year-old, you can't relate with a 13-year-old girl. Now, you are doing that. By the time they are 18, what they will be looking for will be of the opposite, because you have deprived them of that.
You have a lot of carryovers to catch up.
Thank you. So I'm not in support of parents trying to shield and all that. No,
I think it's just best you educate them.
Yes.
Let them know the consequences.
And
everything.
And don't try to put anything on them.
In every relationship, communication, just like you mentioned, is key.
It's key, yeah.
In every and any relationship, I am someone, I don't used to talk. It's broadcast media that made me to become a talkative. Yes, because the industry, it is what the industry requires. Yeah, it's what I'm serious. people that knew me, like, even there was a day one lady said it. People were like, "He doesn't talk." He said, "He don't."
Sorry, we have to cut it short now because time is not on our side. So we'll just take some of these messages and then we'll just give our last shots and then go and say bye bye. All right, good morning, all people. Make una open up everything for us to know and learn more. I like Nigerians. What it has to do with certain topics, their ears they know. Call it the way it is for proper understanding, because we are listening with keen interest. Nice topic though. Obedient man, a maker from NNPC TARS. All right, that's nice. Okay, so we'll go to Wale Oguntoko, always joining us live from Lagos. It says, nice topic today, like always. The major reason why women resort to self-help is because they are not satisfied with the act. Some men just rush through it, forgetting that the way women's body is wired
is different from theirs.
Different, and takes time to get into it. But the time the man is done, sorry, I can't just really take this. Okay, so do we have our last? Thank you so much, Wale Oguntokun, for your contribution. Whether for a man or woman, it is quite indecent to expose the private areas or hawk such adult items on the streets, period. Children are on the streets, for crying out loud. Okay, so thank you so much for joining. Do you have any last takes so that would call it a wrap?
Yeah, I just want to appreciate
Very briefly.
I just want to appreciate the listeners. That's all. For their sincere inputs and contributions. Yeah.
All right. You too.
And for those that are challenging the NBC, please store your number for when it comes
and send it to them. All right, okay. So this is where we'll be calling it a wrap on women voices. Hey, I don't want to talk about what we're going to be talking about next week until we get a resource person for it.
Okay.
Yes, but I'll tell you guys after this show. So you guys should please agree. Don't say it. It's not illegal to say that.
I'll point you out to the
Agree
police.
for person. If person they toast you, agree for them. All right. Agree for them. All right. Okay. So this is what we call it a wrap on women voices. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for sending your messages. Thank you so much, Marvelous Phillips, for the technical assistance. Thank you, of course, Zara Abdulkabir and Olubumi Ali Balogun. I remain Atinuke. Nukay.
Your name sounds
Thanks.
like a politician.
Bye-bye.
A big politician.
Aww. Uncle Mark, thank you, Darren.